Hey everybody, it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with a little project share. Well, maybe not so little. This is a project I've had in my head for quite a while, and I enjoyed making my Raven Doily book so much. I wanted to make another Doily book. I had so much fun. So this time what I've done is a fairy doily book, and it's all in lavender and cream and white, um, and lots of bling. I had some lavender in my stash that I've been wanting to use for a while, and a lot of pieces that friends had gifted to me, and I wanted to incorporate them into something really pretty, so that's what I did. I've got some dyed pieces in here that I hand dyed, and so let me just get started and share with you what I've done. So I'm calling this my Lavender and Lace doily book, fairy doily book. And of course on the front I've got this beautiful image of this really pretty fairy. Isn't she adorable? I used this image last year on a project and I loved the image so much I wanted to use it again on the front of this book. So that was my starting off point. And the doilies I used were, let me see if I've got one here. Yes, I do. These were doilies that were gifted to me by my lovely friend Olivia. Hey, Olivia. She had gifted me these last year for my birthday, and I've had them for a while, and I knew I always wanted to make a doily book with them. They're the perfect size, so that's what I used as my base, was these doilies. I have a couple left over still. So that's what I used. And then on the front page here, I started off with some lovely embroidered trim from KS4U. It's got little hearts on it. It's like an eyelet with hearts on it. And then this piece here was gifted to me from Olivia. It's a lovely lavender trim. I think it was a collar piece, and it's got little lavender pearls on it. This trim here is a double pleated trim with organza and lace from KS4U, and the edging has a little bit of lavender on it, so that was on top. And then in the center of that I added this very light pink tiny little pearl trim you can just see there. Super pretty, very tiny. And then of course the dangles, lots and lots of dangles. This lavender piece that you see here was another piece gifted to me by Olivia, and it was a big collar piece, and I cut it. All of these pieces were attached and I cut them to make dangles out of them. So when you have a piece like that, these were all like attached, and I just took my scissors and snipped in between the rows, and it ended up making this lovely dangle trim. And then the flowers in the center, also from that same piece, I used that as another piece, and then I added some lavender clay flowers all the way up, and so you can see a lot of it there. And then I've got a smaller dangle here from KS4U, and then another dangle trim under here from KS4U, and then this beautiful cream colored fringe trim underneath here, the knotted fringe trim from KS4U. So there's a lot of dangles. On the front here, this applique piece is from my friend Lacey. Hi, Lacey. She gifted me that and this one up here. And then the loopy flowers, these are some that I hand dyed in the French lavender. They came out just beautiful, perfect color. I made the roses and the stick pins. And the bling piece here, I love. It's a leaf because I felt like she was in a garden, so I wanted to use the leaf bling from KS4U. And then these lavender pieces were from a bigger applique that I cut up from KS4U. The beaded piece here is from Olivia. And then I added some trim. This is vintage trim from Donna Little, and then a white velvet ribbon and bling from KS4U. So that's basically the cover, and then I bound it with some of my hand-dyed seam binding and vintage white lace, and just like put a couple of bows on it, and it's just kind of dangling there. So that is the front, and of course there's lots and lots of dangle trims here you can see. And again, it's a chunky monkey, so it will be hard probably to show. So these are the next 2 pages. So the first one I made a pocket page out of. And what I did here was I used some lace fabric in the back that I hand dyed in a very pale pinky lavender color. This applique was from Olivia. This one was from Lacey. The flower here was from my friend Shannon. Hi, Shannon. As was this ribbon, I believe. This was wrapped up on one of the packages she gave me in our swap. Another applique from Olivia. A vintage doily I cut in half to make a pocket. Some appliques from Olivia and some bling from my stash and little lavender clay flowers there. So it's a nice deep pocket to put some goodies in. And then I added some KS4U doilies in between the flower petals and a little cameo, because there was just a tiny bit of black in the center of the flower, and I didn't really want to accent it, but I thought I couldn't really ignore it. So I put the little black cameo with the silver in there, and it worked perfectly, and covered it up with a doily. And then on the bottom I've got some hand-dyed dangle trims from my stash and some gathered trim from my stash, and yeah, just some more dangles from KS4U here. And then I did 2 rows of my hand-dyed dangle trim here. This one here, it's like a very pale lavender color. So that's that page. And then this page is really fun. I love how it came out. Tons and tons of dangles, which will start at the bottom here. This has got this piece here, which is actually the bottom of a very big crochet doily blanket I got at the thrift store. And it had this beautiful fringe trim on it. So I cut that and I put that on the bottom. And then I added KS4U dangles. Those are all KS4U dangles, several rows of those. And that's a KS4U trim. And then these appliques, the purple appliques, were gifted to me from Olivia. This beautiful purple heart here with the bling was made by Shannon Morrissey, and she gifted that to me in our swap. The little flowers from KS4U, the little ribbon rose was from Shannon, applique from my stash, these lavender appliques from Olivia, and the gathered trim from my stash. And then there's a bit more of that other lavender trim here that I made the dangles out of on the front. So it doesn't have a ton of lavender, but it's got like enough accents for me. I'm super pleased with the color tone. I don't work with this color a lot, so it was fun to do something different. And here we go on this page here. Again, lots of beautiful dangles here. These are all KS4U dangles, I believe, except for the leaf one. This one is from my stash. This lavender trim is from KS4U. The applique is from Olivia. The bling from my stash. This trim here that goes all the way around, this light lavender cotton trim, that was a hand-dyed trim from my stash. These rose pieces are from the lace, this lace from KS4U, as is the loopy flowers. Appliques from KS4U. This little flower applique from Olivia, and then the lavender applique. The white gathered lace here, or gathered trim, is from KS4U. It goes all the way around. So that's that page. And then this page, we've got, what do we have here? We've got this beautiful lavender trim here from Olivia that she sent me right here. And it's got these little bows on it. It's so cute. I love this trim. It's like an embroidered trim with these dimensional bows on it. It's so adorable. And then a KS4U fringe trim, KS4U dangle, The white tulle trim is from KS4U, and then this beautiful silver double-edged trim here, gathered trim, was from Shannon that she sent to me in our swap. These two flower dangles are from KS4U, as is this piece underneath and this applique dangle piece. The little resin, silver resin flowers were from Olivia. KS4U flowers and loopy flowers, lavender flowers from my stash, and this lavender trim from KS4U. So that's that page. And these two pages are more of a pinky purple. I loved these two images so much, so I just kind of changed the shade of the purple a little bit for these two pages. So here I've got a very soft pink fringe from KS4U, a KS4U dangle. This is a KS4U gathered trim here, the lace and the polka dot trim, also from KS4U. This trim was gifted to me by Edwina Kinch. Hey, Edwina. And then this is a KS4U trim. This one is from my stash, KS4U flowers. This silver piece was from Olivia. These two flower pieces are from a very large blanket that I've had forever that I cut up and share with everybody because it was such a huge blanket. They're beautiful doily flowers. Wedding applique from Lacey. Doily flower here, I believe this is from Helen Lockwood, this one, or Karen Billinger. One of you lovely ladies made that flower. The doily underneath, that's that pinky purple color here. You can just see it peeking out. That's from Lacey. And then some vintage white lace I made into a bow from my stash. So that's that page. Super pretty. And then the bling is from KS4U, of course. And then last but not least, this beautiful page. Down at the bottom, lots of KS4U trims and laces. This basket weave lace is from my stash. The gathered trim is KS4U. This dangle's from my stash. This trim is from eBay, I think. I think I got that one on eBay. The applique is from Olivia. The bling is from my stash. This applique was from Lacey. The flowers and the lavender applique were from Olivia. And I think Lacey sent me this applique piece too, and the flowers from my stash. This is a KS4U trim. So that's those two pages. So lots and lots of dangles and pretty bits. And then on the very, very back page, I used some more of that eBay lace and just wound it around in a circle and added some bling and a doily. And then I added a butterfly here, some hand-dyed seam binding, and vintage lace. And then this trim is from KS4U, the tulle trim, and then this little trim is from KS4U. And then the doily underneath it is one that I was gifted to by Roseanne when she did my doily challenge. Hey Roseanne, last year. So that was that doily. So that's what I used on the back there. And then I've got my little sticker on the back here. Not a sticker, but a fabric tag. And then of course a beautiful KS4U flower as well. So there is the front again, and as you can, there's the side. You can see I just tied it together and made a couple of bows. But yes, it's another chunky monkey. I love making chunky doily books. I love making doily books, period, really. They're so much fun to do, and it's been a while since I've made them. So like I said, I had so much fun doing my Raven one. I wanted to do a fairy one too. So that is my fairy book. And this is for sale, and my Raven book is also for sale. if anyone is interested, I'm going to be putting them in my Zibbet store. So let me know if you're interested. You can message me on Facebook or here, or leave me a message or email me. But that's, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys like it. Like I said, it was a lot of fun to do. And so I hope you'll give this kind of a color theme a try when you're making some of your projects. It's fun to do. But that's it for right now, guys. I will be back soon with another project. Take care, guys. Let me know what you think. Bye.